What's up, y'all? Welcome to Emotion with Mimi. I am Mimi, and here we are always in motion, but we are never in a rush. I don't know what I was about to say. Happy Juneteenth. Shout out to my folks. Shout out to my people. But more importantly, shout out to my ancestors. I'm not drinking Celsius because it's Juneteenth, but I'm drinking this flavor because it's Juneteenth, because it has strawberry in it. And if you know anything about Juneteenth, you know that our ancestors, or my ancestors, or the ancestors, drank red beverages, ate red food like watermelon, drank strawberry soda, ate salads with tomatoes to symbolize the blood that was shed during the massacre that we will call slavery here on American soil. So what I wanted to say today is, I'm going to upload this today. I even wore this t-shirt specifically for Juneteenth. It's one of my favorite t-shirts. It says Virginia is for lovers. Whoever came up with this marketing and this logo, chef's kiss. I've been in love with it since I was a child. Didn't know why, but come to find out, I found out in about 2020, or I verified in 2020, that my mother's biological father's ancestors are from Virginia. They're from Newport News. So shout out to my mother's family from Newport News. Happy Juneteenth. If you're interested in learning about Juneteenth, on Hand Me My Purse, my podcast, which you can find in that link in my bio, I have probably about 3 or 4 episodes about Juneteenth, talking about the things that they ate, the history of it, things I've done on Juneteenth. It is a holiday and a celebration for me where I can honor and celebrate my ancestors' strength, their resilience, their perseverance, and just the absolute gangster in their bone marrow to not give up and to not break. You bend, but you don't break. I recommend listening to it. Definitely listen to episode 8. That is 8 and 9, actually, are really good. Also, if you're interested in how to honor your ancestors, some people think that ancestral veneration is witchcraft or voodoo or devil worship. And to those people, I say nothing. I say nothing to them because, everybody has to do spiritually what they feel sound, but in no way, shape, or form will I ever not honor and celebrate and cherish the people who came before me, because if it were not for them, I would not be here able to do this today. So what am I going to do today? Most people, as an act of resistance and an act of celebration on Juneteenth, they rest. I am going to the gym. Why? Because instead of resting, I'm deciding on this day to exercise my free will times 1,000, because that is something that my ancestors were not permitted to do for so long. So I'm not a fan of this flavor. I am exercising free will. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to make sure that I spend some money at a Black-owned establishment. I'm going to work on my health. My ancestors didn't get the opportunity to do that. They did it to the best of their ability, but oftentimes they were given what they were given and they had to make do with what they had. So I'm going to go to the gym in an act of resistance. Did I want to go to the gym? Yes, I did. Usually I get on here and I'm like, I did not feel like doing this today. I want to go today. And I'm going today as a way to honor and celebrate my ancestors, because they didn't get the opportunity to do certain things. So I'm exercising my free will today in that way. Now, when I get there, I may not want to stay long. And guess what? If I don't, I'm going to leave, because I'm exercising free will. Shout out to Virginia. Shout out to Newport News. Shout out to Hampton Roads. Shout out to Elizabeth City before it became a part of North Carolina. Shout out to Ancestry.com. I learned so much about my family as a result. I'm grateful. And so I hope you spend this day doing something that you want to do, whether it is resting. And if you are not black or are not surrounded by or in the trenches of black culture, you should still celebrate Juneteenth. Or maybe not celebrate it. I'll take that back, because I don't want to force anybody to celebrate my ancestors. You don't have to, but you should still honor it, because if it were not for my ancestors, this country would not be what it is today. That is all I have today. I've been talking for 5 minutes. But now I've decided that I'm going to start a YouTube page. So I'll put this up on YouTube, and I'll put a clip of it up on Instagram, the 3 minutes, and what's the other place? TikTok. Yeah, on TikTok, so many of my former students have found me, and it is really stressing me out. But whatever, life is what it is. Most of them are graduated, so it's okay. But they're on there just yelling out my name, and I'm like, can we not do that, friends? Anyway, cheers. Shout out to my ancestors. Shout out to Celsius, okay? I know, I read a thing where it says that Celsius has some ingredient in it that can give you a false positive on a drug test for cocaine. Hey, I can promise you one thing. I don't do cocaine. I don't do heavy drugs. It's not my way. I don't fool around. But I drink Celsius, and I don't drink it enough to where I think I would get a false positive. But I'm not going to stop drinking Celsius. I'm not. Because people do coke, and people eat ribs, and people smoke cigarettes, and people drink alcohol. I'm just going to drink a Celsius every now and then. I might not drink it every time I work out. I may only drink it on certain occasions. Although I bought 2 today because they're cheap for $5 at Royal Farms. Eesh. But I'm going to drink it today. There's so much less pressure recording and knowing that I'm going to upload it to YouTube, because I don't have to like compound it into 3 minutes. I like that. I like it a lot. Anyway, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope Juneteenth was great for you. I hope it is going to be great for you. Remember, drink something red. I don't know if red wine counts, but it's red, so why not? Put it in something, make it a spritzer, brighten it up. Sing a song, do something. It doesn't have to be major, but find a way to celebrate and honor your ancestors. And if they're not your ancestors, honor the significance behind the holiday anyway. Okay? Peace. I hope you have a great day.